And this is the ego, right? We're so brutal to ourselves. And so compassion for others, we cannot forget. In fact, I think compassion starts with ourselves, right? This is one of our practices. Self-compassion, self-compassion. Notice when you're beating yourself up. Notice it. And then, oh, sweetheart, well, you're a little rough back there. It's okay. It's okay. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. I make mistakes. Every one of us here makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect. And this practice is not about teaching us how to be perfect. It's teaching us how to be okay with not being perfect, right? Because beating ourselves up is just like we do something, we make a mistake. Maybe we're beating ourselves up because spiritual practitioners love to do this. You're not being very mindful. You're judging someone else or comparing or something. You're a little lost in your thoughts. And then you recognize what you're doing and you beat yourself up because you were judging or comparing or chasing or resisting or something, right? So it's like the ego just coming in another back door. It's kicking you over here, and then it just comes around another back door and kind of punches us in the side by beating ourselves up about it. Like we all have mindless moments. We have those moments. Of course we do. There's no need to beat ourselves up for it. And for those of you that know the Buddhist forgiveness prayer, which I'll just say very quickly because of what's so important for the fourth verse, for anyone that has harmed me, for anyone that I have harmed, either knowingly or unknowingly, through my own confusions, fears, and desires, I ask for your forgiveness. For anyone that has harmed me, either knowingly or unknowingly, through their own confusions, fears, and desires, I forgive them. For anything I am not yet ready to forgive, I forgive myself for that. And for all the little ways I harm myself, negate, doubt, belittle, judge, and criticize, I forgive myself for that too. This is one of the most powerful prayers, and I say it every day. I said it for years, like 3 times a day before every meditation. And then I kind of stopped for a couple of years because it worked. A lot of things that I couldn't forgive. I mean, that's where the third verse comes in. For anything I'm not yet ready to forgive, I forgive myself for that. So that I'm still practicing forgiveness. I'm forgiving myself for not being able to forgive, but that fourth verse is so important as well. For all the little ways that I harm myself, negate, doubt, belittle, judge, and criticize, I forgive myself for that too. If you say this prayer over and over and over, the words just sink in. And you notice because you say the words, right? And you can say it before you meditate. I say 2 prayers before I meditate. That's one of them. And then the prayer of St. Francis, which I love, that beautiful prayer. And when you say the words over and over, you'll notice. Then you start belittling, judging, criticizing. Because you've said the words so many times, you're aware of it. And you're like, oh, I forgive myself for that. Oh, sweetheart, you were being a little tough on yourself back there. You're human. You're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to do that, right? And so it just has a way of bringing it more to our attention.